Hey guys, doing a little bonding with Bug for some targeting. We need to bond quick, so I need him to trust me. I go up in the air with the pressure right here. You see that? That's because he was trying to bail out. He's like, I don't want to do this. And so as he gets better, I do more horizontal, guidance, directional pressure. I kind of block him a bit and do pressure backwards because he's trying to get off or muzzle rub me. You'll see me do it when he does both of those. I tell him he's a good boy, so he starts rubbing on me to get the muzzle off. But we do this over and over again. You don't want to just do it once. I want him to shoot away from me standing right there, and do pressure and him follow pressure. He's not ready to do that yet, so I move to the side again, which is what you just saw. And I tell him he's a good boy. We always pause before coming off, I don't want him to just fly off as soon as he jumps up there. So I'm just doing leash pressure to keep that from happening. Make sure he just settles in. He's bored for a second. He's not trying to muzzle rub me. He's not trying to look for his out, his exit. He just has to chill. Then I give permission to get off. And then right here, look, he follows forward pressure, hops right on. Took 3 times. 2 times of me going to the side to guide him, and then only 3 times, and he hopped up away from me. So that means I'm standing right beside him, and I do pressure forward, and he hops forward away from me. That's a hard thing to do. And so anyway, that was just the warm-up. All right, now we've got the main event. He's like, I don't understand. Don't love this. So I put my foot up. He hops up right away when I put my foot on there. This entire time, he starts leaning on me. So I know he will fall off if I move. So I let him, and I just let him bail out really quickly. Does not have to wait for permission. And then we do this better. I walk with him, and he has to follow me. That's always the easiest way. We're going to do this first before we actually walk the bleachers. I need him semi-comfortable walking on that weird metal. Also gives me a feel for his body language and how much I can push him. And then look, 3rd time, does it beautifully by himself, so I have him wait for permission to hop off this time. So see how I'm just layering more and more challenges? So this was actually pretty easy for him the first time. I'm just doing some guidance pressure, like wherever he wants to go, my pressure's going the opposite. But this is actually fairly easy, easier than I expected. I gave him a break after each step he took, a break, then asked him for more. But I'll be honest, when you do stuff like this the first few times with your dog, a lot of times that's the easiest. And so you want to do it several times because it's almost like a fluke. Down can be crazy hard for dogs, but he was great at it. It was harder for him to go up. But down can be really hard. They try to rush it, but he did great with down. So we just do it again and again and again. I want to line him up really well. And he was like, this is good enough. We'll just do the first step. And then I'm happy with that. It's a little more resistant to going all the way up, as you can see. And it's because he's trying to choose his own path, but he doesn't get to. He has to do the path I choose for him. And I'm not making it too hard for him. Like, let me be clear. I talk about challenging dogs and all this stuff, but I'm nice too. I don't give them more than they can handle. And if I do, I try to adapt, but they don't get to choose their own path is what I'm trying to say. He got to bail out the first few times right away, but now you don't get to bail out without permission anymore. So see, I am nice. You do layer on challenges. But it is important that you're not just letting the dog make all these decisions. And I do need to stay close to him with this exercise because it could be dangerous. 3rd time's a charm. Look, he's like, I'm done. This is why I said you got to do it several times. The dog's like, I'm done with this. No, you're not. Especially if I get a lot of fight from a dog, I have a choice. I could go to the picnic table again till he has some fun, but Bug's not taking food yet. So it's all guidance-based now is how we're trying to bond. Ooh, little slip there. So we take a long pause because he slipped. Let him breathe. Take it all in before we move on. But if a dog is really struggling, I might try an easier version of it a few times, but it's my choice, not his choice, making it easier, right? So keep that in mind. And then I might just give him a break, walk away, do some other work, then come back to it. So you don't have to drill it in over and over. But this is a great challenge for you to work with together. And if you have dogs with reactivity, do this kind of stuff so you have more leverage over them.